10 Cheapest Places to Live in Eastern Europe. Eastern Europe is a fascinating region with diverse cultures and histories, as well as varied landscapes. Many people think of it as being a very expensive place to live. However, that isn't always the case. There are many affordable Eastern European cities for those looking to settle down there. If you enjoy exploring new cultures, want to try something different, or just see if you can save some cash by living somewhere cheaper, moving to Eastern Europe could be a great option for you. The cost of living is also much lower than in Western Europe, so it's an excellent place for anyone with a tight budget. Picking the cheapest places to live in Eastern Europe requires careful research and personal preference. The cost of living varies wildly between these countries. But there are some general trends that we've outlined here to help you get started on your search. But before we continue, please subscribe to our channel, like and share this video with your friends. Then hit the notification bell, that way you won't miss any of our future videos. Thank you. So without further ado, here are the 10 cheapest places to live in Eastern Europe. Number 10. Zagreb, Croatia. Zagreb is the capital and largest city in Croatia. Situated at the crossroads of Central Europe, Zagreb has a population of just over 1 million. It's fairly inexpensive to live in Zagreb, and its high quality of living and moderate climate make it an attractive option for those looking for a new home in Eastern Europe. Zagreb has a thriving culture and nightlife and has been described as one of the most sustainable cities in the world. It also has an active LGBT community and is generally a very safe and welcoming place to live. Zagreb's economy relies heavily on services such as IT and tourism. There are also a number of large multinational companies with their headquarters in Zagreb. Number 9. Skopje, Macedonia. Skopje is the capital of Macedonia, a small country in southeastern Europe. Skopje is a relatively young city, having been founded in the 4th century BC. Skopje is not as well known as some other Eastern European cities, but it's an interesting and affordable place to live. Skopje has struggled in recent years due to political instability and poor governance. But it is slowly recovering and regaining its footing as a regional hub. Skopje is the largest city in the country and the largest by far in the region. The city has a strong focus on education, with a number of large universities and cultural institutions. There are also a number of large IT companies operating in Skopje, making it a good choice for those in the tech industry. Number 8. Sofia, Bulgaria. Sofia is the capital and largest city in Bulgaria. It has a population of around 2 million and sits at the foot of the Vitocha Mountains. Sofia is a fairly affordable city to live in, and it also has a strong cultural heritage and a high quality of living. Tourism is an important source of income for the city, and it is also the financial and business capital of Bulgaria. The city has a long history and is home to many significant and historic buildings. The city is also home to a couple of large universities, which add to its cultural vibrancy. The largest employer in Sofia is the arms manufacturing company, Basalt. Number 7. Budapest, Hungary. Budapest is the capital and largest city in Hungary, as well as a significant cultural and business center in Central Europe. It has a population of around 2.3 million and is a very interesting and diverse city. Budapest has a fairly temperate climate and a high quality of living. It's also very affordable, making it an attractive option for those looking to move to Eastern Europe. Budapest is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and has a rich and fascinating history. The city has a thriving cultural scene and is home to the Budapest Festival, one of the largest and most famous arts festivals in the world. Budapest's economy is fairly diverse, and the city is home to a number of large multinational companies, as well as many small and medium-sized enterprises. Number 6. Tbilisi, Georgia. Tbilisi is the capital and largest city in Georgia, a country in the Caucasus region of Eurasia. It's a fairly affordable place to live, and its location in the Caucasus Mountains makes it a great option for those who like winter sports. Tbilisi has a rich history, a vibrant culture and a high quality of living. Among its many significant landmarks are the Narikala Fortress and the Orthodox Narikala Church. Tbilisi is a major academic, cultural and economic hub in the region. The city is home to a number of large universities and research institutions, as well as a vibrant startup community. Tbilisi's economy is fairly diverse, but it is largely focused on the agricultural and tourism sectors. There are also a number of large manufacturing companies headquartered in Tbilisi, making it a good place for job seekers in a variety of industries. Number 5. Krakow, Poland. Krakow is a city in southern Poland and one of the oldest and most important cities in the region. It is home to around 790,000 people and has a rich cultural history. Krakow is also very affordable, making it a great place for expats looking to save some cash. Krakow has a temperate climate and a high quality of living. The city is home to many significant museums, churches and other points of interest. Krakow is a major tourist destination and the economy is largely focused on tourism. There are a number of hotels, hostels and other travel-related businesses in the city. Krakow is fairly inexpensive compared to other cities in Western Europe, but it is still more expensive than other cities in Eastern Europe. Number 4. Bucharest, Romania. Bucharest is the capital and largest city in Romania. It has a population of around 2.1 million and is a culturally and historically rich city with a thriving arts scene. Bucharest is also fairly inexpensive, making it a good option for those looking to save some cash by living in Eastern Europe. Bucharest has a moderate climate, and the city has a number of significant and historic landmarks. These include the Arc de Triomphe, the Palace of the Parliament and the Great Synagogue. Bucharest is a cultural and economic hub in Eastern Europe. It is home to a number of large universities and research institutions, as well as an active startup community. Bucharest's economy relies heavily on the service sector, but there are also a number of large manufacturing companies headquartered in the city. Number 3. Belgrade, Serbia. Belgrade is the capital and largest city in Serbia. It sits on the Sava River and has a population of around 1.8 million. Belgrade has a long cultural and political history, and the city remains an important center in the region. It is also fairly inexpensive and a great option for those looking to save some cash by living in Eastern Europe. The climate in Belgrade is fairly temperate, and the city has a high quality of living. It is also very safe and welcoming to travelers. Belgrade's economy is fairly diverse, but it is largely focused on the service sector and tourism. There are also a number of large manufacturing companies headquartered in Belgrade. Number 2. Vilnius, Lithuania. Vilnius is the capital and largest city in Lithuania. It has a population of just over 700,000, making it the largest city in the Baltic states. Vilnius is a fairly inexpensive city to live in and it has a high quality of living. The city has a long and rich history, making it a culturally and historically significant place. Vilnius has a moderate climate and sits at the foot of a forested mountain range known as the Vilnius Range. Vilnius is an important economic, academic and cultural hub in Eastern Europe. It's home to a number of large universities, cultural institutions and a thriving startup community. The city's economy is fairly diverse, but it is largely focused on the service sector and tourism. Number 1. Riga, Latvia. Riga is the capital of Latvia and one of the cheapest places to live in Eastern Europe. The city has a rich cultural history and many impressive architectural sites. The cost of living in Riga is approximately 34% lower than in New York City. Riga is a great place to visit in the summer when the weather is warm and the city hosts many festivals and events. There is a lot to explore in Eastern Europe and the cost of living varies wildly between the different countries. Zagreb, Croatia, is the cheapest place to live in Eastern Europe, followed by Skopje, Macedonia, and Sofia, Bulgaria. If you are interested in moving to Eastern Europe, researching the cost of living in each of these cities can help you narrow down your choices and see what each place has to offer. Finally, have you ever wished of traveling the world and make money at the same time? Without ever creating your own products or websites? Then let me show you how to set up your own online business empire, to make $100, $200 a day. And how you can get started right now. Click the link below for more info.